Hello everyone, my name is Pooja Sidhu and I'm going to teach you a ninth class chapter, that is a polynomial. So polynomial, if we are talking about polynomial, first we have to learn few of the things. As we all know about the alphabets and the digits, as alphabets are being used in English and these digits are being used in mathematics 0 to 9. So alphabets are 26 alphabets are there which are considered under the term as variables, right? And if I am talking about the digits are from 0 to 9. They are considered as the constant, right? So here we are learning about the polynomials, as polynomials are basically two terms, polynomials. So poly means many and nomial means term. I will show you the chart as well. Polynomial, right? Poly means many and terms nomial. Nomial means terms. So here if I am talking about the polynomials, many terms. So let's first learn about the terms. Then only we will be able to understand that what many terms we are talking here about, right? So let's talk about the terms. Before learning the terms, we should know about the variables and constant. That is why I've explained you the terms and the variables and the constants. Now see here, I'll just show you. So as I told you, polynomial, where the poly means many and the nomial means term. Here many terms. So let's talk about first variables, and we should talk about the and here we are talking about the constants. Variables are A to Z and constant are from 0 to 9. Supposedly if I'm writing anything here, 3x plus 4. Here you can see x is an alphabet, so we will call it as variable. Here 4 is a digit, so we will call it as constant. So here you can see this 3x plus 4. So this 3x is one term and this is the second term. So in this we are having basically two terms, right? These are the terms. This is one term and this is second term. These are called as terms. So let's talk about the coefficient. Let's talk about the coefficient. As you all know about the co is very easy, as you all are sitting with your partners, so or your friend in the school. So you can see co partner means we are talking it as co partners are your friends, those with whom you are sitting. So here also if I'm writing this as 3x plus 4, so you can see here, if I'm say tell the coefficient of x, so here you can see this is x and the co-partner of this x is 3. So the coefficient of x is 3 basically. Or it can be asked from you that the numerical coefficient. So numerical coefficient is also be considered as 3, because here we are numerical. Numerical means number. Here the number is 3. Right? So we have learned the three things, that is first one is the variable, second is the constant, and third is the coefficient, right? Coefficient. So there are three things that we have to learn, that are basic one to learn the polynomials. After that we will talk about the types of Polynomials. Types of polynomials, as there are basically the monomial, binomial, then we are having the trinomial, then we will be having the quadrinomial, right? So there are basically the four things that I have written here: monomial, binomial, trinomial and quadrinomial. And you can easily learn from the name only that what are monomials, what are binomials, trinomials and quadrinomials. See here, mono means one. There should be one term only. If we are having one term only, it is called as monomial. If we are having two terms, that is called the binomial. If we are having the three terms, it will be called as trinomial. And if we are having the four terms, it will be called as quadrinomials, right? So here I'll just give you the example related to that. 4x plus 3. So here you can see this is one term, as I told you, this is second term. So there are two terms. Two terms are there. So 2 means we are having the binomial. So this term will, this polynomial will be called as binomial, right? If I'm writing here 3x plus y plus 2, so there are three terms, 2 and 3. So there are three terms that will be called as trinomial. So this polynomial is a trinomial. If we are having more than 4 terms, that will be considered as under the polynomial. Now see here, if we are talking here about the variables, constants, then we are having the coefficient. One more thing that is very important is called degree. Degree is kind of a authority, you can say, right? The higher authority. Degree is called as the power or the authority. As we all know about the power meaning is the authority. See, if I'm writing 3x squared plus 4x plus 3, so the degree in this polynomial, it's 2. Why 2? Because the highest power will be called as the degree, that is 2. If I'm writing 4x power 4 plus 3x5 plus 9x plus 2, so here the degree is 5. The degree is 5. Why 5? Because the highest degree in this is 5. If no power is there of any variable, so you can consider it as 1. You will consider it as 1. So here we have learned the variables, constant, coefficients, degree and the types of polynomial, right? So here you can see that polynomial is made up of many terms. Many terms means there can be only one term. Supposedly if I am writing only 7 here, this is the single term that is called as monomial, right? And if I am writing 7x or y or any other variable, so it will be considered as monomial, right? So the things which are just go with the variable will be called as the coefficient. Here 8. Supposedly if I am writing here the number, that is 8y plus 3xy plus 2. So here you can see the variable, if I'm asking the coefficient of y, only y we are talking about y. So just besides the y we are having 3x, so coefficient of y is 3x. But if I'm asking the numerical coefficient of y, numerical means the number term only, right? So that is 3. That is 3. Here we are talking about only y, not y square. That is why I have taken this. If I'm asking about the y square coefficient, then it will be 8. So in this way we have learned about the polynomial meaning, variables, constant, coefficients and the types of polynomial. This is the way to learn the topic polynomial. This is the basics of polynomial that we have studied today, right? So thank you everyone.